Hey guys, Mika here, and man, I got a beast of an instrument to share with you folks today. This is a custom tenor size Rieck ukulele, and I can't wait to get into the sound of this because this thing is a monster tone cannon. So, going over the specs of this instrument, beautiful white-ish slash yellowish Carpathian spruce here on the top with nice sort of fogginess here in the grain pattern, or sorry, fogginess of with the quarter slot cut, and you can see that haziness here in the middle. And then you have a tighter kind of grain pattern with the spruce. It's a very nice Carpathian spruce here on the top. And then you have beautiful, it almost kind of looks like kind of really tight book or koa, but this is figured mahogany, just nice orange color. Almost looks like koa, but yeah, figured mahogany. I didn't even know mahogany can look this nice, or maybe I just haven't played enough instruments with mahogany, but this is absolutely beautiful. Wow, I love this unique design of this kind of like this back end strip, but it's just kind of floating here in the middle, and then this kind of other piece of the figured mahogany right here on the back of the instrument. Nice little side port right here, ebony binding here, so ebony right here in this kind of back end strip floating in the middle, ebony on the heel of the instrument, and then here ebony on the back as well as the front binding of this instrument. This is a Florentine cutaway here, so you can go ahead, if you want to explore on the upper frets, you can go ahead and do so because this allows you to put your hands up there. Really cool and awesome design. And then we have a really unique looking rosette right here. It doesn't encompass all of like a full circle around the rosette, but really cool design here with more of that figured mahogany here on the front with these three separate pieces right here, and then gold mother of pearl right here on this side. Then we also have a ebony bridge fretboard as well as the headstock with the gold mother of pearl on the logo as well as the gold mother of pearl right here on the 12th fret. You also have your fret markers here on your side with black dots with almost like kind of a brass kind of circle around that encompasses the black dot here on the side of the instrument. And then what's really cool about this instrument is that this instrument also has this arm bevel right here. So no matter if you're holding your instrument more at like this, say 90 degree or this more, yeah, 90-degree angle, where you're holding your instrument like this and you're holding it towards your body and you're standing up and you're playing, notice how it comes low enough or dips low enough so that my arm can catch all of it and take full advantage of it, where most arm bevels kind of only hit this corner. So if the arm bevel only hits this corner, you're kind of forced to hold it more at this 45-degree angle. You're holding it on your lap, or if you have a strap, it kind of has to be in this orientation. So as you can see, it's right in the middle, but again, if I want to hold it all the way like this, it captures it. For whatever reason, if you want to hold your instrument to where you're shy and you want to block your face and you want to play like this, well, look at that. You can go ahead and play like this. I'm not sure how good and healthy this is for your wrist, but you're able to go all the way up here and play like that. So no matter the orientation that you're going to play the instrument, this nice arm bevel here, really wide, allows you to play in any orientation that you want. Very beautiful design. It just matches really well aesthetically when you're looking at the instrument, based on just like this. This instrument, also going back to the fretboard, has gold frets, which is a nice little elegant little touch to the instrument. It also has a radius fretboard, meaning that like when I'm making a bar chord, I don't need to make my finger absolutely straight like this. There's a natural curvature in the frets, so I can go ahead and make a bar chord like this and still get a nice clean sound just like that. Like I mentioned earlier, so you have an ebony headstock and an ebony back plate here on the instrument, and you have upgraded gold and block Waverly tuners. These are some of the best tuners that you can go ahead and put on a ukulele. In fact, so that I decided I wanted Waverly tuners on my custom kola instrument, so you can find them on my instrument as well. And like I mentioned many times in various sound samples, I'm a huge fan of that gold and black aesthetic. So we have like the gold kind of tuning pegs that stick out here on the faceplate, and then the black buttons, the gold gear tuners right here, the gold frets here on the front. That Carpathian spruce gives that kind of blondish or yellow kind of color, and then the black ebony that surrounds the instrument itself, along with the fretboard and the headstock and the bridge. So just really, again, classy instrument. And then when you have something, again, like this figured mahogany, it's just absolutely beautiful, nice tight grain, perfectly book match. Again, it almost reminds me of just like really tight grain looking koa, Hawaiian koa. But yeah, mahogany is just beautiful. And then we have a satin mahogany finish neck right here. And I just want to quickly point out that for me personally, this is very subjective, but I really love the shape of this neck. It's more of a rounded, kind of like a D shape, kind of. So like it rounds off, but then in the center right here, it's not flat. It's rounded all the way around, but it doesn't stick out too much. It's just like the perfect, in my opinion, perfect kind of thickness. It's not too thick, it's not too thin where it's flat. It's kind of almost like traditional with how like most ukuleles are kind of built in this manner. So for me, I think it feels really nice on my thumb when I'm holding the instrument. It feels really good. I'm very familiar with this kind of neck orientation. So great job on this. And then yeah, now going into sound, this is, like I was mentioning, this is a tone cannon monster in every good way possible. I mean, so when I strum like an F chord, there's just so much presence and so much like boom. Now, just because you have a big sound doesn't mean like that's like a good thing or that's like a bad thing, right? You want a big sound, but you also want quality, right, in a big sound, right? So when I just hear like the quality of the tone of the tone of this instrument, it's just so clean. The intonation is perfectly on point. Nothing overpowers, like no one string overpowers one string. It's perfectly balanced in terms of, even if I add a C note, I would argue that every single note is just about the same volume and all in line with each other, versus maybe this is the low G string, so it's gonna jump out. It's gonna be too boomy. It's gonna overpower like the E string, right? Or the E string's a little muted compared to like how bright the A string is, right? But when I play like an F chord, everything just sits perfectly with one another. It's beautiful. And also the tone of this instrument, when I play, say, a chord like, I don't know, this G7 chord, I just love how all the strings mesh with one another. So it's not like you can hear each string, but then when you play all of them, it kind of all culminates into this one meshed sound. So especially like the C chord, you can especially hear it when I shake the instrument. You can just hear that nice big wall of sound, and it just travels. And it doesn't like shoot out really fast. It just nicely kind of glides your way. So it just has a nice kind of tone, or just the timbre of the instrument, or the texture of the instrument just really sits well in my ears. It's just so even if I play, the sustain's beautiful. This D7 chord, so nice. Again, everything just meshes so well with each other. If I play here on the 10th fret, you can hear nice little vibrato. So crisp and so clean here on the 10th and 12th fret. And this is me not even trying to play hard. If I wanted to play hard, you see how much louder the instrument gets. So for me, I don't even have to play hard to get such good tone out of this instrument. If I want volume out of this instrument, I don't need to like be tight and like claw my way. I can just play real light. If I wanted more volume, easily I can just get more. This instrument will provide more of that volume that I need, or whatever it needs. Whatever I need, this instrument will provide it. So I mean, this instrument is loud in a way where it sounds amplified. It sounds like it's plugged in. So if you're playing acoustic and you don't want to plug in your instrument and you want to play acoustic, this thing will definitely make its presence known. If you're playing in a trio or you're playing with a guitar player, I think this instrument will definitely cut through and make itself known that, hey, I exist, I'm in the room. So this is, if I'm strumming like an F chord. Again, this is not me strumming hard. This is me kind of being more reserved. If I wanted to dig into it, you know, maybe it might clip on the microphones, but this thing can really, if you're digging into it, it will provide a lot of that nice volume. But like I mentioned earlier, you're not sacrificing tone with the volume. Everything about how the notes resonate with one another, it just again meshes so well, has a nice warmth, low end response. But then that A string, nice and clean. E string, nice and clean. So fingerstyle player, picking, or if you want to shaman. Fantastic. So here's a sound sample of this instrument. Sorry, just listen to that sustain. It's just broke character right there, but so really nice. Wow. Okay, one more time.